Hello, this is Rebecca with Digital Thinker. In enterprise asset management, part numbers play a critical role in identifying and tracking inventory, managing maintenance activities, and procuring materials. However, there may be instances where a part number needs to be changed, such as correcting a data entry error, aligning with a supplier's catalog, consolidating duplicate records, or updating in part numbers. Hexagon EAM provides a built-in utility that allows authorized user groups to safely update a part number while maintaining the integrity of related records. To change a part number, navigate to the Parts screen from the Materials menu. Use the search function to locate the existing part record. Once selected, right-click on Record View and select Change Part Number. Access to the Change Part Number functionality is controlled via Screen Designer. For each user group, the option can be shown as a button, be available by right-clicking, as I demonstrated, or not available. From the Change Part Number pop-up, you have a few options. You can use Auto Number, which will assign the next available part number in the sequence. You can also manually enter a part number, which may or may not be associated with an existing part. And you can search for and select an existing part from the field lookup. Upon submitting, the system automatically updates the part number across all associated records, including work orders, inventory transactions, requisitions, and purchasing history. This ensures historical and transactional data remain linked to the updated part number, preserving continuity in reporting and analytics. Just a reminder, only user groups with the appropriate permissions can perform this action, and it is recommended to review dependencies before making changes. Changing a part number should be done with care and ideally as part of a controlled process, especially in environments with regulatory or audit requirements. A great resource is the Part Number History screen, which is available from the Materials menu under Overview. This screen details the new and old part numbers, the user who made the change, as well as the date and time the change was made. Keeping a log of such changes and communicating them to relevant stakeholders can help maintain data accuracy and operational efficiency. Before we wrap up, I want to cover how to change the unit of measure for a part. Once a transaction has been recorded for a part, its UOM cannot be changed directly. However, you can work around this by creating a new part with the correct UOM. Then use the Change Part Number function to transfer the details from the original part to the new one with the correct UOM. So in this case, the UOM is listed as each, even though, based on the description, we know that it is a gallon jug. So I can right-click and change part number to merge to the part that has the correct UOM. If you found this helpful, be sure to check out the materials playlist and subscribe to stay updated on future content. Thanks!